I want to discuss a principle that has shaped the course of history, transformed societies, and forged the very foundations of individual greatness: self-reliance. We live in an era of unprecedented technological advancement and interconnectedness. Yet the timeless wisdom of self-reliance remains as vital as ever, especially in the context of masculinity in 2024. To explore this concept, let us draw inspiration from one of history's most profound advocates of self-reliance, Marcus Garvey. Garvey was a visionary leader who preached the gospel of self-reliance to millions of people of African descent in the early 20th century. He urged them to reclaim their dignity, build their own institutions, and rely on their inherent strength and potential. His message was clear. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. Garvey's ideas, rooted in the struggle for empowerment, are timeless and universally applicable. In 2024, as men navigating a rapidly evolving world, we must embody the spirit of self-reliance that Garvey championed. But what does this mean in our modern context? It means that we, as men, must cultivate the strength to stand on our own 2 feet, to build and shape our destinies, and to take responsibility for our lives, our families, and our communities. Economic independence, the pillar of self-reliance. Garvey understood that economic independence was the cornerstone of self-reliance. He urged people to establish businesses, create wealth, and support each other economically. In today's world, this principle is equally crucial for men. Economic self-reliance is not just about financial stability. It is about having the freedom to make choices that align with our values and aspirations. In 2024, the path to economic independence is paved with opportunities. The digital economy, entrepreneurship, and the gig economy offer avenues for men to build wealth, provide for their families, and contribute to society. However, this requires a mindset shift. We must move away from the culture of dependency, whether it's on a job, the government, or even our loved ones, and embrace the entrepreneurial spirit. As men, we need to develop skills, seek knowledge, and create value in the marketplace. By doing so, we not only secure our own futures, but also set an example for the next generation. Mental and emotional self-reliance, the foundation of masculine strength. Self-reliance is not just about financial independence. It is also about mental and emotional resilience. In Garvey's time, psychological self-reliance was about overcoming the mental shackles imposed by a society that marginalized and oppressed. Today, it is about cultivating inner strength in the face of a world that often challenges traditional notions of masculinity. In 2024, men face unique pressures. Society expects us to be providers, protectors, and leaders, while also demanding emotional openness and vulnerability. To navigate these expectations, we must be mentally and emotionally self-reliant. This means developing a strong sense of self, rooted in our values, principles, and identity. It means being able to face adversity with courage and determination without losing sight of who we are. Mental and emotional self-reliance also involves being self-aware and emotionally intelligent. As men, we need to understand our emotions, manage them effectively, and use them as a source of strength rather than a weakness. This is not about suppressing our feelings, but about mastering them. In a world that often equates masculinity with stoicism, true strength lies in the ability to be both resilient and emotionally attuned. Spiritual and moral self-reliance, anchoring in values. Garvey was a man of strong moral and spiritual convictions. He believed that self-reliance was not just about material success, but also about living in accordance with one's values and principles. In 2024, as men, we must anchor ourselves in a strong moral and spiritual foundation. Spiritual and moral self-reliance means having a clear sense of right and wrong and living by those principles, even when it is difficult. It means being true to ourselves and our beliefs, regardless of external pressures. In a world where moral relativism and ethical ambiguity are prevalent, it is essential for men to stand firm in their convictions. This also extends to our relationships and interactions with others. A self-reliant man does not compromise his integrity or values for the sake of acceptance or approval. He is guided by his internal compass and is not swayed by the opinions of others. This kind of moral and spiritual self-reliance is what Garvey envisioned for his people. Our return to a state of dignity, self-respect, and honor. The role of self-reliance in building strong communities. Garvey's vision was not just about individual self-reliance. It was about collective empowerment. He understood that when individuals are self-reliant, they can contribute more effectively to their communities. In 2024, the same holds true for us as men. Our self-reliance does not just benefit us, it strengthens the fabric of our families, communities, and society as a whole. As self-reliant men, we have a responsibility to lead by example. We must mentor younger generations, support our peers, and contribute to the well-being of our community. This is not just about economic support. It is about being role models of integrity, strength, and resilience. By fostering self-reliance in ourselves, we empower others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that can transform entire communities. In conclusion, the importance of self-reliance, as articulated by Marcus Garvey, remains profoundly relevant in 2024. As men, embracing self-reliance in all its forms, economic, mental, emotional, spiritual, and moral, is essential for our growth and fulfillment. It is through self-reliance that we can navigate the complexities of modern life, build strong and healthy communities, and live lives of purpose and meaning. Let us take inspiration from Garvey's teachings and commit ourselves to the path of self-reliance. In doing so, we honor our potential, fulfill our responsibilities, and contribute to a legacy of strength, resilience, and empowerment for future generations.